always ask me how I find some of these crazy and insane video game deals. Now I'm telling you, this I just completely stumbled into, and you can do the same exact thing. You have to check out some of your local GameStops because you never know when the opportunity might present itself. So we'll go ahead and see the crazy items that I scored at one of my GameStops. So this is why you should always check out your local GameStops, because when they're going out of business, when a location closes down, they usually get rid of these kiosks here. So this is insane. A Nintendo Switch kiosk. Really excited to add this one with this translite into the collection. Definitely a really cool piece of Nintendo history here. And now we just have to find a TV for it, get another system for it, and we'll see what happens next. So with all of these different closings, all of these locations that are just essentially closing all over, you have to check out your GameStops because they might end up on a list where they essentially close. And what do all of these video game stores have in common? They all have these video game kiosks. They have all of these store displays. They have all of these items that essentially get marked down to clearance. So the clearance deals are insane. You have to take advantage of that because not only did I see, 70% off, buy one, get 3 free at a lot of different stores, I saw 90% off clearance. So I definitely had to score a few items that I'll be giving away at some point. And I'm just so insanely happy that I was able to score another Nintendo Switch kiosk. This is something that is just so crazy to me that they put out by the dumpster so that they just essentially get trashed and, thrown away, and that piece of history is gone. These are completely playable kiosks where all you have to do is just put a new TV, put your Nintendo Switch, and there you go. You have your own little setup for playing these video games. This is just a crazy piece of Nintendo history that just get trashed all over. So this is your opportunity to find those deals, find these amazing rare items, and just build your video game collection. And that's not all, because I scored some more store displays. So of course my location had like tons of these posters here. So this one is for Lego Horizon Adventures. Now there were like tons of those informational ones where they have like, controllers on them, PlayStation, Xbox, of course, like the list goes on, but they had so many of them. They just gave me all of that stuff. So you might want to check out your local stores because sometimes they'll give you the paper store displays, they'll give you the posters. They even gave me a ton of the plastic brackets that hold all of these posters. And it's crazy because I just scored so much cool stuff. And I even scored this whole stack of retro video games. But I actually added a variant into the collection here. So by the time all of the points and everything were used, I think I paid less than $40 for this. But I was actually able to score this really cool Player's Choice bestseller version of this game, also complete. So I was pretty excited to add this amazing, top tier, one of the best Nintendo GameCube games. This is one that always seems to hold its price, and even the value of it, it's just so crazy. But this is a fantastic game. They really improved. They did such an amazing job on this, and I remember playing this back in the day, having so much fun with it, and it's one that I'd love to revisit in the upcoming years. So this is definitely a cool one to add into the Nintendo GameCube collection. Now these games, I scored them all for less than $10. So this is just crazy. So this is one that I absolutely loved. We have Scooby-Doo Unmasked. And this one right here, it was marked at like $13, but I'm telling you with all the points, all 3 of these were less than $10. So here we have one of the final games on the Nintendo GameCube that was Scooby-Doo related. They did a fantastic job with the voice actors. I remember playing this game and it really following through like it was another episode. This was so much fun, and I love all of the creative stuff that you had to go through. They did extremely well with the platforming in this game. They did so well with all of the bosses. They were very creative in this game. They just did so much, and they really played into that creative nature of the Scooby-Doo, franchise. And I just loved it because there were so many different moves and so many different characters that I still remember to this day from playing this. We were huge Scooby-Doo fans, and I pretty much had like all the games growing up. And then on to this one, we have Legends of Wrestling 2 for the Nintendo GameCube. This one has all of these different legends like Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, you have Roddy Piper, you have just so many of them in this particular game. But something about the PlayStation 2, playing that like Attitude Era of style, this one kind of brings that to life in this particular game, but something felt a little bit lacking, whether it was like the background, the colors, the graphics, something like that. But I just loved all of the SmackDown, just bring it, SmackDown, shut your mouth, SmackDown, here comes the pain. I think I love those games. And when I played the Nintendo 64 games, something about those I just absolutely loved. But this one, I feel like it fell a little flat, especially, with other great games to compare it to. Now this one, Crash Nitro Kart. This is another one that people, when you think of these racing games, you think of Crash Team Racing. And something just was a little bit lacking in this game with the controls and everything else. But it still was so much fun, and I didn't really think of it back in the day when I played it. I just thought of it as having a great time with my friends, playing through these amazing games. And just really cool to get all of these for just a few dollars each, all complete, all in pristine shape. You cannot beat those deals that GameStop has when it comes to some of these retro games. You may order online and see that it's missing the manual. It only comes with the disc. It's not in the right case, but I'm telling you, in person is the way to go. Like Mortal Kombat Deception, getting this for less than $5 once you use points. And then even Resident Evil Code Veronica X. We have this one, just so crazy because this one comes with the exclusive bonus Devil May Cry demo. So this is one that I did not have, this particular variant. So I just thought it was really cool to actually see this. And it's just really neat. So you have the manual, you have both of the discs included. And then this one is such a fun one. I absolutely love this Mortal Kombat game. You have all these mini games in here, so I thought it was fun. You have the Conquest Adventure, you have Chess Combat, Puzzle Combat. I just remember playing through with some of my friends, having a really great time. And I actually own this for the Nintendo GameCube and the PlayStation 2, so I'm really happy to have this for the original Xbox as well. Definitely brings back memories as I played more so on the PlayStation 2 and Xbox era back in the day, all of the Mortal Kombat games. So this is really neat to also find these two. And I'm telling you, with all of these GameStop clearance deals, they had hats, t-shirts. They just had so much marked at 90% off. Now some of the locations that I went into, they had, tons of stuff. Some of them did not have as much as others, and some stuff I just was not interested in. But it's really a great way to just add stuff that you could essentially trade later on. Maybe you'll resell some of the stuff, but it's a really great way to just add into your collection, especially if you like some of the action figures, the Funko Pops, t-shirts. You can never go wrong with those, or even the hats and everything else. But I would have to say, walking out of there with the Nintendo Switch kiosk, that would have to be the best part. It's just so crazy to me. Nintendo comes out, they'll take out the TV, they'll take out the system, and then they just let everything else rot. It just gets junked, it gets trashed, and it's just so crazy. So you never know what you might expect to find if you go out to these closing GameStops. With having over 100 stores and, it just continues every single year, keep that in mind because you don't know what is coming next, especially when the new Switch gets revealed. And, we get all of these different kiosks. These ones, they essentially disappear the same way. So keep an eye out. This is definitely the perfect opportunity. It's how I've walked away with the PlayStation 4 kiosk, a Nintendo Switch kiosk, another one, even a Nintendo Wii U kiosk. I got all of those from my local GameStops. Some of them that close, some of them that just throw them out after the lifespan of the console. And, Amiibo kiosk, I've gotten that as well. Just so many great opportunities, and you have to take advantage of it. Whether GameStop does everything right or wrong, or you feel a certain way, don't miss out on the deals that you could potentially have. So of course, let me know in the comments down below if you took advantage of any of these deals. Do you shop GameStop Retro? Do you find these amazing scores? And have you scored a kiosk at GameStop? So of course, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Go ahead and check out all of my other videos and stay tuned for more.